interesting as usual for you. We are right here in the African History class, and I'm most excited to be with you. Now, I see so many people right there in the African History class. I want to say thank you so much to all you wonderful people right there in the African History class. Thank you. Daniel Kwemeje, I see you. He's our Proverbs master right there in the African History class. Nana Konedu Ajiman Rollins. Oh my God, have mercy. Former First Lady of the Republic of Ghana. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you for being part of the show. Standing ovation. Former President of the Republic of Ghana, John Ajakum Kufuor. I see you right here in the African History class. Thank you so much. Standing ovation. We appreciate you. Sit down, sir. Thank you so much. Many more people right here in the African History class. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. Daniel Kwemeje, Buhari, the AC specialist. Thank you so much. Going out to you. Oh my God. Empress Gessi B. I see you, Kaylin Koko K. Here you are also smiling at me. J.O.T. Ajimine. Thank you so much. You are here with your daughter, Gifty Ajimine, who is celebrating a birthday. Thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate you and we love you. Many more people right here in the African History class. I see you, Mazi Okoro. Here you are, Lawyer Tadio Sori, Ghana's #1 lawyer, right here in the African History class. Thank you so much for joining. I see so many people from Nigeria today. Oh my God, have mercy. Thank you so much for joining us. Nat Ebubedike, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. Here you are also smiling at me. I see you, Black Lion, the General, all the way from Pram, aka Blank, now based in Ashaiman. I see you, Mashoud Abiola. Thank you so much for joining us right there inside Kia City, aka Kaswa. And here you are also smiling at me, TJ, all the way from Kia City. Oh my God, have mercy. Many more people right there in the African History class. I want to say thank you so much to all you wonderful people right there in the African History class. We appreciate you and we love you. Oh my God, have mercy. Sadia Hips, I see you. Jigida Creation, here you are. Feedback Bavo. Many more people right there in the African History class. I want to say thank you so much to Eugenia Empipra. Thank you to Ras Osaje for Dua Bill. Tindando, Egomando, Eyen Zorbil. Ras Otumfuo Nanato Tufalo Tu Jaja I. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. We love you. Many more people right there in the African History class. I see you. Oh my God, have mercy. Sami Banflex. Thank you for joining us. Shasha Mali. I see you too. Thank you so much. We appreciate all you wonderful people right there. Oh, the IGPs in class. Please, shall we give him a standing ovation? Thank you so much, Dr. Akufu Dampari. Thank you for joining us right here in the African History class. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. Many more people right here in the African History class. Can you see who I see? I see who I see. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us. Oh, God have mercy. My God have mercy. Thank you so much, my brother, my sister. Oh, my God. Thank you so much for joining us, musician Kewa. I see you, man of God. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Hey, Afija Kasu. Hey, long time no see. Thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate you and we love you. This is the class. And today our class is going to last 9 minutes and it will be done. It starts right now. Now today we're talking about a man whose life will interest you. We have to be careful we don't throw around prejudices in the class today. A lot of people are going to be throwing tantrums. A lot of people are going to be mad. But I warn you right from the start, no prejudice. We are just telling history. In 1950, there was a man who came all the way from the Republic of Africa. My brother, my sister, from the Ashanti Kingdom. He was a royal son of the Ashanti. He fell in love in 1950 with a British woman who was a countryside girl. Her father was a powerful politician in England, and his name was Sir Stafford. My brother, my sister, a powerful politician. Her name was Peggy Cripps. Her father was Sir Stafford Cripps. And Cripps is spelled Cripps. Cripps. Sir Stafford Cripps was a very powerful politician. He loved his daughter so much. In fact, she was the fourth child of her father. She loved flowers just like her father and mother. She was even part of the Flower Society of England at the time. Remember yesterday we spoke about her? My brother, my sister. She fell in love as well. This is the woman we're talking about. Her name is Peggy Cripps. In 1950, she saw and fell in love with a dark Ashanti man by name Joseph Emmanuel Appiah, a.k.a. Joe Appiah. Look at them. 2.5 years later, in 1953, they got married. The British newspapers presented a lot of racist headlines discrediting the marriage and discrediting the man. How could the daughter of a bourgeoisie, the daughter of an upper class bourgeoisie, my brother, my sister, fall in love with such a man? Some even published Beauty and the Beast finally got married. My brother, my sister, describing Joe Appiah as the Beast and Peggy Appiah as the Beauty. Well, they got married. And then they gave birth to their first child. Look at them here in 1954. My brother, my sister, on the 8th day of May, 1954. But this child was a covenant child. And that is why I'm telling you this story today. You see the child in the photograph? Born in 1954. Listen to this interesting story. When the mother was pregnant with this child, in those days in 1954, there was no way to find out whether the child would be a male or a female. Science had not developed that far. In fact, Joe Appiah decided to consult the gods of Ashanti. And they told him, Uchedi and Ponkwame said it will be a male. In fact, it will be a male. Interesting. What happened was that a child will be born unto them. And the wife asked him to go ahead and find out what day the child will be born. And it came out that when he went back to consult the gods, they mentioned that the boy shall be born on Saturday, and he shall be a child that God himself, Ochodi and Ponkwame, would love. He shall be a male. It came to pass. And as you can see in this publication in England in 1954, my brother, my sister, it said what? African says spirits predict son for white wife. And when you read, it says our African Ashanti chief Joseph Appiah, whose British socialite wife, the former Peggy Cripps, is expecting her first child to be born in London in May, predicted that the baby will be a boy. Said Appiah, I made a prayer to the spirits of my tribe who showed me the baby held in the arms of my grandparents. I told my wife, who asked me to pray again. Yes, I told my wife, who asked me to pray again and find out the sex of the child. This time the spirit showed me it will be a boy. In fact, and I saw the child at the age of 2 in the hands of my grandparents. And it came to pass. That's the child you saw. Today we are talking about that child, the prophetic child. Was it truly predicted by God? By the spirits? Or who did the prediction? Call it a prophecy if you wish. Today we're talking about Kwame Anthony Appiah. Full name, Kwame Akroma Ampim Kusi Anthony Appiah. You want to hear it again? Kwame Akroma Ampim Kusi Anthony Appiah. I like the sound of the name Appiah. Pia. Pia, dia, pia. My God. This is the photograph of the man playing chess. My brother, my sister, bring the photograph of his father. And let me show you something. Photograph of the father. I'm talking about Joe Appiah. Quick. The photograph of the father. Well, in most of the photographs you will see, like this one, this is the photograph of the father and the mother. Another photograph of the father and the mother. Most of the time, you will see a photograph of father and mother. But most of the time, better still all the time, when we are talking about Kwame Anthony Appiah, is him alone. I will explain to you why. It's him alone. And not him and his wife. Today, my brother, my sister, our class will be most interesting. Kwame Nkrumah Ampim Kusi Anthony Appiah was born on the 8th day of May in 1954, as predicted by the spirits of Africa, the Ashanti. And he was born, my brother, my sister, in London to Peggy Cripps Appiah and Joe Appiah. Now, Joe Appiah himself was a lawyer, a diplomat, a politician from the Ashanti region of Ghana. My brother, my sister, and for 2 years between 1970 and 72, Joe Appiah was the leader of a new opposition party that was made by the country's three opposing parties. Simultaneously, he was the president of the Ghana Bar Association between 1970 and 1972. Now, between 77 and 78, he was Ghana's representative at the United Nations. My brother, my sister, he was a powerful politician. He was the one who prayed to the spirits, and they gave him this child in 1954. Remember, he was born in England to a British woman and a Ghanaian father. And look at what happened to him. Now, Kwame Anthony Appiah was actually raised in Kumasi and educated at Bynaston School and Clark College in Cambridge, where he earned a BA first class and a PhD in philosophy. My brother, my sister, he was the only male that Joe Appiah had. The rest of them, out of the four, were all females. As a child, he spent a good deal of time in England, staying with his grandmother, Dame Isobel Cripps. Remember we talked about her yesterday? Widow of the English statesman, Sir Stafford Cripps, the politician. He learnt all the ways of the British. He came from the British upper class and from the royal family of Ghana. What a man. This is the man we're talking about, Stafford Cripps. He was a powerful politician, my brother, my sister. So, our hero for today was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Listen to what happened now. Through his grandmother, Isobel Cripps, Appiah became a descendant of the John Winthrop family and the New England Winthrop family of the Boston Brahmins, my brother, my sister, top class ancestors. He was a bourgeoisie himself. Hey. He grabbed his PhD. He went ahead to grab many more degrees. With such a high pedigree, he became a professor. Hey. His father was a nana amongst the Ashanti people. Ababase, Ababase, Abase. These are photographs of the wonderful man we're talking about today. And you see that there's no woman around him. I will tell you more. My brother, my sister, see what happened now. He started making a lot of wonderful strides, achieving a lot. He went all the way to Kumasi, and there he was baptized as a chief or a royal of the Ashanti. Show me that photograph. And you will see him in this photograph, bare-chested, with breasts, Those of you who believe that men don't have breasts, here you can see breasts with nipples. My brother, my sister, they crowned him in Ashanti. And you can see what is in his hand there, symbolizing the power of his royalness. My brother, my sister, today we're talking about the man, Kwame Anthony Appiah. Full name, Kwame Nkrumah Ampem Kusi Anthony Appiah. My brother, my sister. Hear what happened now? Hey. Now, this man, my brother, my sister, became so popular in Ghana because of his father. He went to the University of Ghana and did some teaching over there. They loved him. Then, many were wondering, but this man, he's growing old though. Is he not going to marry? Then it came out that he's gay. He's gay. So, his wife is a man. My brother, my sister, that is why you do not see a man with another man's photograph like his. He's always standing alone. Now, who is his wife? His wife is a man. And the man who is his wife is known as Henry. My brother, my sister, his wife is called Henry. Henry what? Henry Finder. Henry Finder is the wife of Anthony Appiah. So he's gay. Now when it came out that he was gay, and the Ashanti people had already crowned him chief, in all royalness, my brother, my sister, went through all the ceremonies, appeased all the gods, and accepted him as a royal because his father was one and his grandfather was an Ashanti chief as well. Now there was confusion in the kingdom because no gay, dead or alive, amongst the Akans, they call them Kojo Besia. They never would accept a gay as a chief or a member of the royal family. In fact, in the days, he would even be beheaded. When the matter came out that the man that they had just crowned and baptized as a chief and a royal was gay, there was confusion. Everybody was dissociating himself from the gay chief. This is a photograph of our man. We see Kwame Appiah and his wife, another man called Henry Finder. Here they took a picture together and you can see it clearly. And here they are. This is man and man as husband and wife. It's accepted in England, in so many other parts of the West. But in Ghana, it is a taboo. In almost all the ethnic groups of Africa, it is a taboo. And amongst the Akans, having crowned him a chief, in fact, gone through all the ceremonies, only for him to come out of the closet and say that I am gay and I am married to a man, it threw confusion into the family. My brother, my sister, they dissociated themselves from him, but that did not stop him from winning a lot of awards around the world. My brother, my sister, he lives with his husband. In fact, he is actually the female. He is the female. So, the other man is the husband. He's called Henry Finder. He lives with his husband, Henry Finder, an editorial director of the New Yorker, in an apartment in Manhattan, right there in America. And they also have a home in New Jersey. So he is an American, British. Normally we don't add the Ghanaian because he has two citizenships, America and England. Ghana has been relegated to the background as if to say, well, if you don't accept me as a gay, I cannot also accept you. My brother, my sister, Appiah has written about what it was like growing up as gay in Ghana. Appiah became a naturalized U.S. citizen in 1997, pushing away all his Ghanaian traditions and everything to the background and accepting the American citizenship. In fact, he has a nephew who is also an actor by name Adefomwa Edun. My brother, my sister, today we remember this great man in academia. He taught philosophy and African American studies at the University of Ghana. He also taught in Yale and Harvard and also Cornell and even Princeton universities from 1981 all the way to 1988. Until 2014, he was the Lawrence S. Rockefeller University professor of philosophy at Princeton. My brother, my sister, he has achieved a lot in academia. But amongst the accounts where he's supposed to be a royal, he has been pushed aside and banished. My brother, my sister, all because he is gay. He has very powerful ideas. He argues that the formative denotation of culture is preceded by the efficacy of intellectual interchange. I know you don't understand that. Try to understand it. I'm also struggling to understand it. My brother, my sister, I'm going to quote what he said again. He argues that the formative denotation of culture is preceded by the efficacy of intellectual interchange. Try and understand. We are all struggling to understand. Today we remember you. Yes, we do. Your father was a great man. Your father had his own faults, just like every other person. In fact, Appiah has been a critic of contemporary theories of Afrocentrism. In his 1997 essay, Europe Upside Down, Fallacies of the New Afrocentrism, he argues that current Afrocentrism is striking for now thoroughly at home. It is in the frameworks of 19th century European thought, particularly as a mirror image of Eurocentric constructions of race and a preoccupation with the ancient world. Appiah also finds an irony in the conception that if the source of the West lies in ancient Egypt via Greece, then its legacy of ethnocentrism is presumably one of our moral liabilities. Well, we shall find time and go deeper into this in the interim. It's been the African History class, and today we've been talking about no other person but the one and only Kwame Nkrumah Ampim Kusi Anthony Appiah. And brother, my sister, he is American.